Hey guys, I'm just gonna jump right into it. Display. So, we got something that we really gotta talk about. Let's make sure that's going. So, we currently have Tropical Storm Ida. I'm just gonna call it IDA. But we also have Hurricane Franklin, which is a Category 4 hurricane. That is a very powerful hurricane for it not forming anywhere near the coast. So that's one thing that we have to be watching in case it decides to turn. If we come over here to the warnings in the cone, we see that it's going to be a hurricane for a while. It's going to continue going. Bermuda is currently under a tropical storm warning, so Bermuda needs to watch out and be prepared in case this thing decides to turn any more to the west, right? No, to the east. But this is something that we will be watching. So we see day 1-3. This is the potential track. Now, what we're hoping is that this storm. Let's see, because this is where it is. We're hoping that this doesn't just go like this. If it goes anywhere north, Maine, Connecticut, all this entire area, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, that area is gonna get hit. This is gonna get slammed. And I mean, it's a Category 4 hurricane. It will be one of the strongest hurricanes to ever hit the East Coast, if it hits. Then we see Tropical Storm Ida. It is almost a hurricane near the western tip of Cuba. This is a life-threatening storm, or with life-threatening storm surge. Go away. Notification. Life-threatening storm surge and dangerous winds, becoming increasingly likely for portions of Florida. So we're gonna go ahead, come over to what it looks like. We see here that they're predicting this to go straight out. So we're seeing that this area is going to probably be hit Wednesday. I have no doubt in my mind that we will see landfall on Florida. I do not think we're going to be seeing it at Cuba at all. I truly believe that it is going to be at Cuba and Cuba alone. And that's just going to be a tropical storm landfall. Now, I do think that it will make hurricane landfall because it's going to enter the Gulf, and the Gulf of Mexico is really hot right now. So it will continue to strengthen after it leaves the western area of Cuba and it will get more and more powerful. Now, what we're looking here is that Tropical Storm Ida, just Ida, or not Ida, I can't say Ida, Ida, will be kind of going this way. And I mean, that's aligning with wind shear, all that. And I mean, hurricanes do not like wind shear. But if you look here, it is currently the wind speeds, the sustained winds is 39 to 73 miles per hour. And the lowest of 39. It is 2 miles per hour if I'm right. And it is at 30 if it is at 73 miles per hour sustained winds, it is only 2 miles per hour away of becoming a hurricane. So we do not want this to become a major hurricane, Category 3, 4, 5. We do not want that. Because that's going to cause major damage to this area. I mean, if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. About where my mouse is where Tuscaloosa is. Not Tuscaloosa. The capital of Florida. Whatever it's called. I'll probably remember it in a second. So, this is just one thing to be worried about. As we see that we do not see anything moving towards Alabama, Mississippi, and the central continuous USA. So that is really good to see. So we're going to go ahead and move over to the Eastern Pacific, see what's going on here. And we have a tropical storm over here, Iwan, with sustained winds of 40 miles per hour. Oh, wait, I forgot that we could do this. Let's look. Let's see if I'm wrong here. Idle, 70 miles per hour. So we need 5 more miles per hour for that to become a hurricane. Franklin has 150 mile per hour sustained winds. It is moving north at 9 miles per hour. Its minimum central pressure is 926 millibars. And we see disturbance 1 currently. So they're expecting a 10% chance of a cyclone formation in 48 hours. So let's be careful and watch that. Tallahassee, that's its name. Okay, let's go over to Iron. So Tropical Storm Iron, as of 11 a.m. today, at 11 a.m. on Monday 28th, and I believe HST stands for something. But as of 11 a.m. HST time on Monday, August 28th, advisory number 8. It has a maximum sustained winds of 40 miles per hour, so it is still quite a ways off, but it is moving fast, as we can see. And if you don't know, 75 miles per hour. 75 miles per hour is the minimum for it to be classified as a hurricane. So if we look, 40 minus 75, let's see, 5 minus 0, that's 5. 4 minus 7, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's only 35 miles per hour off of actually becoming a hurricane. So, that is something that we will continue to watch here. And let's see, Eastern Pacific. So from what it looks like, that's terrible. Alright, we're gonna do this. So, okay, yeah. And come here to the interactive map. Here we go. So as we see here, tropical storm, what's it named? Tropical storm Iron is expected to be moving west towards Hawaii. Now, if this does continue to strengthen, we could actually possibly see it make landfall in Hawaii if it does not change course. If it continues to move direct west. Now, direct is just stuff and all that crap. But yeah, here we can see it. You can see where on the ocean this is. So we can see that this is going to be moving this way nice and slowly. And if it continues to move, it's going to first make landfall right here on Hawaii. So if we see this, it could be major. I believe one of the first, let's look here. Hawaii had a hurricane. Let's see what our answer is. Hurricane Lane. Open up. Revives memories. Okay. 1992. Hurricane Ikini. The last hurricanes hit Hawaii. So that was crazy. Let's see, the last hurricane. Wait. The last hurricane to hit Hawaii. Good old Wikipedia. Hurricane Icky. That is the let's see. Okay, I'm just scanning this here. September 2018. Hurricane Olivia made landfall in northwest Maui as a minimal tropical hurricane. But you know what? I'll count it. I'll count it. Y'all don't have to, but alright. So that is there. Let's go. So this was advisory 7, so this was earlier. And I mean, there we go. So there it is currently. And that is it now. So it's around the same. So this is something to be mindful of. And I mean, we can see here, if we look at the legend, you see right here it says below 39 miles per hour. It is just above that, so it's below 58. So that is what we need to be watching for. We do not want that. So we will keep an eye on that. Now, National Hurricane Center. Okay, so that is it for hurricane stuff. Let's go over to the Storm Prediction Center for this. And as we see here, here's our convective outlook for today. We don't see have much. There's no watches in effect for today, so that's great. There's no mesoscale discussions. Another great thing. Not much for the drought and all that stuff. Storm reports for the 28th so far. We have had 10 high wind reports in the Alabama and Georgia area. And there's currently no meso analysis. Fire outlook. This is the first fire outlook I'm going to look at. And it's right here, north central Texas, up to the southern area that borders Texas and Oklahoma. Be mindful. Check your local laws before setting any fires or doing any like barbecues and stuff. Just in case, excuse me, just in case you have a burn ban in your area. And current hazards, as we see here, those are hurricane hazards, hurricane warnings, and all that. Out of breath. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at day 2, because there are some word we see again. We have slight risk down here. Now, we normally always have a risk down in Florida, but there's, in my time with sunny weather, I have never seen an actual. Okay, excuse that. There is a current slight risk just in Florida. That's the first time I've seen that. And then a marginal risk up here. So just be mindful of that. Of course, it's better to be respectful of weather. Don't do anything stupid. And I mean, that just kind of goes for everything. But be respectful. Don't be idiotic and all that stuff. That's what gets you hurt. We see that there's a 6% chance, so I'll be watching this place tomorrow. Actually, might not be able to. And then hail, there's 5% up here, and wind, 5, and another 5 down here. Day 3. Severe thunderstorm outlook. We have another big slight chance right over here. And that is going to go for the east coast and the central and northeastern coast of Florida. It's going to go for the entire east coast of Georgia and South Carolina. Be mindful of that as you go through your day. There, I'll go over this again tomorrow for one reason, and that's going to be for you guys, so you guys will know what is happening, what are possibilities happen, probabilistic chances, about 5% chance for the total severe probability. That's pretty darn good. Now, if anything goes wrong, we gotta blame it on Gleason. I thought he got fired, if I'm being completely honest, but I guess he didn't. Okay. I never got GR level X open. GR level 3. Don't mind other apps I've been just looking at stuff. Okay, maybe it'll open. Maybe. Maybe. Let's figure this out. Oh, there it goes. Alright, here we go. So, as of 8:14 p.m. on the 28th of August Central Time. Now, I am doing this because I want to look at something. So we're going to go all the way down here. And as we see, there's nothing. I see absolutely nothing. I will check over this again. If once it's starting to make landfall, if I am available, I will record it and I will be careful. So, again, nothing much in Florida right now, but there is a current. This is current for this time right. Okay, why am I on the airport radar? Here we go. So as we see here, there are a couple isolated thunderstorms. So W1, and again, only one severe thunderstorm warning. That's in Colorado here. And as we see, there's not rotation, but there is a hail core. So right there's a hail core to be mindful of, and that is probably what it's severe thunderstorm for. Let's check here. 7:30 Eastern Idaho, Adams, 7:01, 8 miles south of Leader. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, and the source is radar indicated. And look right here. Move indoors immediately. Lightning is one of nature's leading killers. Remember, if you hear thunder, you're close enough to be struck by lightning. Oh, that's interesting. I've never read that part. So that's the only current thunderstorm warning. It expires at 8:30. It's 8:15 currently. Now this is a small watercraft warning. Over here, and I can see why. Link Pontchartrain. Look at this. Freaking being wrecked. So this is just a massive convective system that's moving through as we move over to this radar here. You can see that this is one big line of storms here. And actually, it looks like it's trying to form up a bow echo. If you've never seen it, it goes in a little bow-like fashion, but I've never seen one move like this. So I will continue to watch this over the late night hours. I will hop on immediately if I get a warning in any of this. That's the wrong box. If in let's see, this general area, if there's any like tornado warning or anything, it will be captured. Let's go back here. Yeah, that's about it for me. I have nothing else I want to talk about, but I will show you this app. This is a free app on Windows 11. This is what I'm probably going to be using in the future. Give me 1 second. And the only reason why I didn't use this is all this really tells me this is what I used before anything. Just look what's there. And I mean, this is satellite, so you can see that this looks like it is trying to wrap up. It is probably going to wrap up pretty darn soon. And then here's Hurricane Franklin. You can see that rotation. It is extremely tight. It is rotating continuously. And over here, you can see it's trying to wrap up here. I'm not sure what that is. I want them to post something about it. It looks interesting. And same for this. I would say that these are two disturbances. And then day 2 for Ibrin. It looks like they're expecting it to wrap up a bit more. And then 5-day nothing. Day 5 on here, though, there are multiple chances. So I will watch that as well as we get closer. So let's go ahead and shut that out. But for me, that's about it. Thank y'all for watching. It was a blast.